Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for yet another Predator reveal from NECA here. Or should I say this is the full reveal. This was shown at Toy Fair a couple months ago in February. But this is the full reveal here of the Bison armor from Predator Badlands. This obviously deck, which to be honest, it's not my favorite looking Predator. I prefer Quay and his father. I think those have cooler designs. This is a little bit disappointing because obviously they made him quite small in the movie. He was a little bit of a genius, especially when he was crafting this armor. Obviously, this is based the end of the movie when he was fighting that giant robot. He pretty much used that rhinoceros creature from the beginning of the movie that he was pretty much cutting in half with his laser sword. He took some of his armor, he took some of that sharp grass to make some whips, and that small little creature right there that he was feeding him insects, this spits acid. So again, it's a pretty cool concept, but again, I'm not the biggest fan of how deck looks in general. He's very small. I'm not sure if they are gonna make future movies, if he's going to grow up and become the full-size Predator like his brother or dad, which are 7 feet plus. I believe in the movie the actor that played him was roughly 5'11", 6 feet tall at most, and you know, the Predator was about the same size. Now, what I do like about the movie, they obviously use CGI on the face, and I think that's a step up. You know, in previous movies it was pretty much an animatronic face that was worn on top of the actor's face. This was pretty much the face was CGI, and the rest of the body was pretty much the actor inside the suit. They're doing the stunts. But yeah, let's take a look here at the armor. Obviously, the biggest nitpick here is gonna be the mandibles. These are ridiculous. They are too big, too chunky. They pretty much took the head from the initial release and just, you know, slap it on the new body here with the new armor. But I had the same complaints with the original figure, which I believe released a couple days ago. I've seen some collectors having the pictures of that, so make sure to check your Target or Walmart or whatever, you know, toy shop that carry NECA figures. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that one, to be quite honest, but I am trying to complete, you know, all the Predator figures that NECA made, especially the ones from the movies. Again, I don't buy all the Dark Horse comics version, and same thing with the Alien. So I'm end up getting this one, and same thing with this Bison armor. I think it looks pretty cool, especially Deck was pretty ingenious in the movie again. It was very clever on how he, you know, took all these elements and crafted something that looks pretty interesting here. Now, I don't know if the armor is supposed to be this shiny. I know obviously the Hot Toys version, which went up for pre-orders a couple months ago, almost had this like glass armor. Or I don't know if you guys played Skyrim. You remember those dwarven armors? They had almost like this glass effect, that shininess to them. This kind of looks like that, but again, it's you know, sculpted plastic. The fur elements are done pretty cool here. Again, you have the straps, nice shoulders right there, the biceps, you have the nice scaliness. It has the same boots as before with the strap. The feet again look pretty cool. The articulation on the knees is a little bit ugly. He looks like, you know, he has like these old man's knee, you know, with the folding skin right there. Looks a little bit nasty. And you have this creature right there, which is gonna strap onto his shoulder. So no issues there. Here you have him with the helmet. Obviously, he's gonna come with multiple heads. Now I'm not sure if this is removable. Maybe it is. We're gonna take a look at it in a couple of seconds here. You obviously have his whip right there with the sharp grass. You have this almost like crab claw right there that used as wrist blades. But I am more excited about again Quay and the Father Predator because I think those designs are a little bit better. Again, it's not NECA's fault. They pretty much, you know, duplicated, you know, the schematics from Disney. So again, it is what it is. I know when the first trailer came out and everybody saw his face, you know, everybody was criticizing how he looked. Again, it's not too bad. I think even like the Feral Predator doesn't have the best design in terms of his face. He looks different, which the director said is pretty much from a different hemisphere on Yacht Prime. So it is what it is. This one has ears, which is quite new for Predators because usually they have their hair kind of on the sides. This one is pretty much, you know, on his back right there attached. Again, it is what it is. Not the best Predator looking from NECA, but I do love the details. And I do, for some reason, I think he looks better with this mask on. I think you know, the organic look is a little bit better here because those mandibles are very ugly looking. Again, you have a different face here, so even like the small teeth right there, they look very jagged, and I don't see the separations. Even as I'm zooming out here, it's a little bit you know, weird looking. Obviously, it's missing a mandible right there. Again, they are too stubby, too chubby. They need to be more refined. Unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna change that for the final product, which is a shame because I do love my Predators, man. That's why I gave the channel's name Pred Fan, because I do love this quite a lot. Again, I grew up loving the first movie, and I was able to get my holy grail at the beginning of the year, which is the Primal Studios 1/3 scale Jungle Hunter Predator. If you haven't seen that video, guys, make sure to check it out on the channel. That's a big beast, very expensive, pretty much the holy grail of my whole collection. Now from the sides here, the mandibles don't look too bad, especially this one, the upper ones. So again, maybe in person it's gonna look better. Again, let me know in the comments below, guys, if you have the original release, which again released a couple of days ago. Let me know how your mandibles are, because from the promotional pictures, I don't know if they use like a weird lens when they take the pictures. Maybe they look the way that the mandibles look is a little bit distorted, but again, from the pictures they look a little bit weird. Again, this side here is not too bad, and you have that little creature right there on the shoulder, looking pretty beefy. I actually like how the proportion look. Usually NECA nails the proportion of the figure, and you have an extra whip right there with the spiky grass. That looks pretty cool. And I like how he patched, you know, the armor to the fur right there with the straps. I think that's a pretty clever idea. Then you have another creature. I think this one has like a wire inside, or maybe you have two of them. You have one that you can hold in the hand and one that can strap, you know, on his shoulder like a, you know, a cannon right there. This looks to be a removable piece, so I assume you can put this over the closed mandible, and that's how I would display mine if I do get this one just like this. I think it's more iconic. Again, it's very hard to see the eyes, but I think that's you know, pretty accurate to the movie itself. Then I have the colors, the skin colors, pretty cool. Reminds me a little bit of the Jungle Hunter who had that like banana look, you know, pale skin. Again, I mean, for like $35, this thing is not bad. Again, you have 3 faces, or I guess 4 faces. You have the mask right there. The box looks pretty cool. You have an open window this time around, so you can see the figure inside. I do give them props from making a, you know, again, a badass box. Then you have the ultimate deck. This is the Bone Bison armor again, and again the back of the box here, it's pretty cool. And again, here's the figure with all the accessories. So as I thought, so you have 2 of these worms kind of creatures, one to put on the shoulder, one you can pretty much have in the hand. So you have these faces right there, the removable mask, which is pretty cool. Now this looks weird, how it's posed right there with the open mandibles. Now it's kind of interesting because here you see 3 faces, the separate mask, and the an extra head right there with the dreads. So if I go back here, you still have 4 heads, so it's interesting. It looks like one of them had the dreads. So I guess you have swappable faces plus an extra head. That's a little bit interesting to see, but again, you have a bunch of hands, 2 versions of the whip, one closed that you can, I assume, attach to the figure, one extended with hopefully like a wire inside, and again 2 of these creatures. In terms of what you get, is pretty cool. So as usual, guys, let me know what you think about this figure in the comments below. Make sure to give me a like, it's gonna help the channel. Subscribe to the channel as well, and make sure to stick around. I'm gonna do a lot more Predator reveals, you know, on the channel, from NECA, Primal Studios, Hot Toys, you name it. It's gonna be here on the channel. Have a great day, guys. See you soon on the next video. Bye bye.